Okay. So Candace is the owner of Pet Boss Nation, which is a community of pet business professionals. She is a WhizBang certified retail coach. She is, I mean, we love Candace. She's got an enormous amount of energy and passion, and she cares about her clients and her community, which is why we were so excited when she chose to become a WhizBang certified retail coach. You know, philosophically, we're just so aligned. She's hardworking, she's wonderful. And yeah, we love Candace. And if you are a pet industry professional and don't know about Pet Boss Nation, I hope that this is an opportunity, an introduction that will lead to a relationship there also.
Sure, absolutely.
Anything that you want to add?
No.
Okay.
Good. All right. Well, so bear in mind, this is technology.
Yeah,
We've never
done
tried
this
before. We're doing all this on the fly with a skeleton crew here at WhizBang Training. Most of our crew is working from home. So
our production team is not here.
Our production team.
Our production team named Nate.
We've got one guy here. So we're gonna try to throw to Candace on our live stream, and we're gonna see how it works. All right, Nate.
Take it away, Candace.
Hey everybody, how are you? Not just my pet bosses out there, but our retail bosses, right? There's lots of retail bosses. And thank you so much, Bob and Susan, for letting me jump on here and teach the independent retailers. You know, I've been in retail for, well, now I'm not anymore. I sold my store and my daycare, my doggy daycare, but I had been in retail for almost 15 years. So I totally get what you're going through and empathize with you so much. And the thing that's really, really exciting right now is that we do live in a time and an age where we can use technology to our advantage. And I know that for those of you who have not started selling on social yet, you likely are not doing it because you're afraid, right? You're living in the fear of not wanting to be on camera, or the fear of what will the people say, what will the customers think, or maybe fear in that you're gonna mess up, right? That the tech's not gonna work, you'll look like you won't know what you're doing. And I'm here to tell you, and Bob and Susan have been here to tell you, and I know lots of the fellow WhizBang retailers in that group have gone live before. We're all here to tell you that practice makes perfect. And there's really no better time than right now to start practicing, okay? So I've got some slides from a previous presentation that I've done, and I'm gonna whiz through those, but one of the things that we don't really talk about in that is some of the tools and the tech that's out there. So before I get into that, I just really wanna encourage you that if you've never done this before, is really that you can just take your phone, the phone you have right now, and you don't even have to go live. You can just start recording yourself just in a video mode to start practicing, right? Then as you get the courage up, go onto Facebook. Sure, if you want to also do Instagram, you can do Instagram. Stories would be a great place or to go live in that area, not a story, but to go live on Instagram. You could certainly do that if that's where your customer base is. But we really want you to just, for the ease of it, go ahead and go live on Facebook. So there's a variety of tools that are out there to help you do it. Like you could go from your laptop, like I've got a laptop in front of me right now that I could stream like that. Or I do have a professional camera in front of me on a tripod. Or I would love for you to find a really lightweight tripod. Like there's this one here. You could extend the feet, or it can sit on a counter. It has an adjustable top to it. And most of them all have these like little cell phone holders on it. Okay, so you can turn your phone portrait, or you can go landscape. And I know that there's a lot of varying, you know, there's a lot of theories on whether you should go portrait or landscape even. I personally like the landscape version because I feel like you can do other things with it video-wise afterwards. And I think for people watching on their computers, it's a little bit easier. But, you know, portrait mode works too because everyone looks on their phones that way too. So, but again, don't let that stop you. You just need to get on live and get selling and engaging with your customers. And if you don't like how it goes, you can delete it. You can delete the whole thing, but practice will make perfect, okay? So don't live in the fear. the information that we have available to us, there's so much information out there on how to do this. So don't get too nervous about the tech side of it. And again, there are lots and lots of people who do not have access in this world to even have the Wi-Fi connection, have the stream, have the camera. So please do not live in fear. All right, so here we go. Hopefully I can share my screen and we will be able to go through some of the slides here. All right, and now I can't see the chat, just so that you guys know I cannot see the chat. And let me see if I can zoom in here. Let's see. I don't know how to make it big, and I don't want to lose you guys. So here's what we will do. All right, so how to sell on Facebook Live. We have a lot of clients in Pet Boss Nation who are using Facebook Live as well. And this is Barb from Treats on a Leash. So when she uses her Facebook Lives, they have been hugely successful for her. She's done over $2,400 just in 1 hour doing Facebook Lives. You can see here, she gets her team highly engaged and involved. And one of the things that Barb does when she goes live is that she assigns a number to every single item that she's going to sell. And she knows in advance too, how many of that item she has to sell and what she's gonna sell. So in this example, Barb has gotten really prepared ahead of time, okay? And let's see, let me stop sharing really quick. Okay, so what Barb will do is, let's say she's got a list of products that she's gonna sell. So she knows in advance everything she's gonna sell, and she assigns a number to every single item, all right? Maybe on a piece of paper, she has in advance, she knows what she's gonna sell, but a really easy way to do this is to just prep some index cards in advance, okay? So you've got your items, you've got your numbers assigned to it, and you can start to make index cards just like this, and this is what Barb does. She'll make an index card. She holds up the index card when she holds up the product. I have a remote control here. So she holds up the product and she's got the index card. So what's great about it is, as she's talking and selling this item like QVC style, like what Susan suggested there, on the back of this card, now I don't have it written, but on the back of the card, you can write things like the price of the item, maybe at full retail, what it normally is. And then maybe if you are selling it at a discount, that price can be on the back here as well. And then on the back of the card, if you don't know it by heart, you could write 3 things that you want to make sure that you say about that product. All right, so you put up a card, you've got the product, and then you tell your customers what you want them to do. You say, please put in the comments below what number you want and the quantity that you want. You can say exactly how many you have on hand. And then you need the support in the team there to be paying attention to the actual comments in the chat, because you're on camera. You can't pay attention to all of the conversations that's happening. So you need your support system there with you. So what Barb does is she'll just line up the products off to the side, and she's got her cards going. She starts moving through the cards. They get passed on. One of the girls is there with her, like getting the next item prepped. Someone else is taking it away. Somebody else is on the phone taking phone calls, and then someone's also in the chat paying attention. So for those of you worried about, needing extra hours for your team, this would be a great opportunity for them to come on and help you, right? All right, so let's check out what some other people have done. Okay, now then we've got like Wendy from Muddigans. She has played games, and I don't know if you guys saw the Post-its behind me, but we oftentimes like to gamify the whole thing. And so this was a live that she did where she was teasing the show, the kind of the party she was going to be doing soon, because she was going to sell mystery bags. So in this situation, look at this. We've got 115,000 people have already viewed that little video. And so what she did is people could comment in there that had bought like a mystery bag. They'd be able to pick what number they wanted, and she'd open that container and then reveal the prize that she was giving to people. She was gamifying it by giving prizes away. And we'll go more into that too in just a second. Then you've got, Woofs and Grooming and Goodies here too. Lynette, she has done mystery bags before, and she even gave away a grand prize. So this grand prize was win 1 year of free dog grooming for every purchase of one of the mystery bags. Because when you buy a mystery bag, you get a raffle ticket entry to win 1 year free of grooming. The mystery bags were only $25, and you will get more than $25 worth of items in the grab bag. So what she did is, and we've got, another pet boss over here playing with the prize wheel, or their dog spinning the wheel on a live. That was a lot of fun. So if you take the concept of a mystery bag and you're selling mystery bags and you want to give away prizes, I learned this from the people online who do all kinds of selling online all the time, our Pearl ladies. If you guys haven't ever looked for Pearl parties on Facebook, search Pearl parties and you'll get all kinds of ideas on how to do your gamification. But one of the things they do is they use a clipboard like this, and they will have numbers 1 through 25. So if you wanted to give prizes away to people buying your mystery bags, just assign a number to every one of your mystery bags. And when people come online and are watching you, then what you can do is say, hey, Mary Jo, you just bought a mystery bag. What number do you pick, Mary Jo? And you hold this up, and Mary Jo is in the comments, and she says, I want bag number 3. Great. So you scratch off bag number 3. Bag number 3 is now taken, and you show everyone, this is the QVC style, right? Like, the bags are running out, people. So then you go grab mystery bag number 3, you'd grab mystery bag, open it up, talk about all the products that are available in the bag, and then you could even sell more products of the things that are in the mystery bag. So you need team and you need support, but this is one other strategy to gamify it. Behind me, we've got Post-its. Another way, you don't need a prize wheel, you don't have a clipboard, you can use Post-its on a wall to kind of do something similar with gamification. And we don't have a lot of time to go into all of that, but I'd be happy to come back and talk again to you guys about gamification and things. All right, so let me share my slides again. Okay, so you want to pick a date first, okay? And guys, I'm sure there's already questions. Can we get these slides, or it'll happen? I'd be happy to share the slides with you. I'll get them to Bob and Susan so that they can do that. So the first thing you guys want to do is you want to pick a date and a time. So look at the analytics and choose the best time that your followers would be there to participate. Now, normally they might be at work. Now they're going to be at home. So you may want to play around with the different types of times. Pick the date in advance. You want to schedule your team to be there to help with you. Depending on how you're going to do your selling, you may need multiple people. It also depends on how large your audience is. If you don't have a big Facebook following yet, you may not get a lot of people tuning in. However, if you already have a great list, a highly engaged list, you will need help, okay? So like Barb from Treats on a Leash, like I just mentioned, she usually has like anywhere from 40 to 50 people on live in the chat. And so she does need the chat support and help, all right? I also want to encourage you to determine the purpose and the goal of your live. I know that Bob and Susan talk about this all the time when it comes to your marketing and your special events, anything you do really in business. We need to know what the purpose is. And they talked about some ideas already today. Are you going to sell them? Are you using it as a mixer to get to know your customers and build brand loyalty? Are you going to do a Q&A with people? Are you going to teach them? You really need to know what your purpose is, and then that may determine what time of day you're going to go and exactly how you're going to be executing. All right, you want to promote this as much as possible. So this is a previous presentation I've done, but you could, obviously, if you were still open, you could have flyers being handed out. You can chalk it up. Definitely still send emails to your customers about it and do posts on social media. If you're going to be featuring other vendors that you work with, get them involved too. Find strategic partners who can help you really drive eyeballs to your social media live. You can be teasing items in advance too, so that people get excited about the types of things they're going to see or hear about, or the discounts they might get. I also just want to clarify really quickly, when I say go on to do a Facebook sale, I don't mean that you have to discount things. You don't have to discount at all, really. As long as you're having fun with people and they're getting a chance to get sneak peeks at items, you'll still likely be able to sell things, okay? So the biggest question I often get is how to figure out how to pay for things. So you want to plan this out in advance, figure out your payment strategy. There's a lot of ways to do it. Again, it may just depend on the audience size that's coming into you, but they can comment on your live stream what exactly they want. That's why that number is so great, to have a product number assigned to each product you're showing, so that they can comment exactly the number they want. And then they need to comment the quantity that they want, and they would need to comment if there's any variation of it that they want, okay? Then what Barb and at Treats on a Leash do, they just go back and actually send that person a private message. They PM them and say, great, we need you to call the store, or we need you to, give us your email so we can send you the invoice. So you can just have like one-on-one conversations with them through DM if they chat. You can treat it like a telethon. I mean, I agree with Bob 100%. You want to call, get them on the phone and call you. Yeah, there's QVC strategies, but treat it like a telethon. Have the phones open, have the phones ready, have your phone number there. Say, call us now to get your order in, or, I'm sure there's different services out there that can potentially have it ring to a couple different lines. I think even Google Voice has some either free, even like maybe options for you to get a Google phone number for that and direct it to different places. Or the texting service is great too. Maybe they text you that they're interested and then you call them on the phone back. So you want to get them on the phone. If possible. You could also send payment links once you have their email address. You could send them a PayPal link or some other credit card link. Some of your credit card processors will already have an online portal that you can process cards through. They may even have a platform where they can just make an order form for you and the person enters the total dollar amount and then they run their credit card that way. There's also services like already mentioned here, Comment Sold and ManyChat. ManyChat, I don't know if they can run actual credit card payments, but ManyChat is a bot that can start a conversation automatically with your customer for you if they're interested. With ManyChat, all they have to do is say something like sold. They could say the word sold, and that means they want to buy something. And your ManyChat bot would be able to just start a conversation with them and say, great, we're excited you want to make a purchase, and please provide us more information in the best way and time, way to get a hold of you and time to get a hold of you. We already talked about organizing everything that you want to sell ahead of time, and then just got to go live. And once you're on live, you want to show and tell and sell, and then just have fun too. So I don't know how much time I have left, but I just want to run through a couple other things. Keeping it interesting, treat it like a party, put a theme to everything, have great visuals. We've done things where we had superhero props, or I've done summer school events where we have pom-poms and foam fingers. And now I know you may not be able to run out to your party store, but maybe you can have a lot of fun. I think there's a WhizBanger who does like Win It Wednesdays with wine potentially, so that's something fun too. You can have quizzes for your customers, engage them in conversation when they're there, treat it like a BYOB and have a party, right? Here's some other props. This is a picture here of a woman who does the pearls. So you can see behind her, she's got a Monopoly board game that she's made. She has spinning wheels and number drawers here. You could do things where to win a prize, they punch, you punch a hole inside the cups and pull something out, like a piece of paper that would list on it what they have won that would come with their shipment. You can get Plinko boards or spinning wheels. How to make it profitable. You want to feature your new items, bundle items together, move out old items. You can make surprise bags, limit quantities, and limit the time amount available to buy them and be consistent. So as Susan has mentioned, this is my last slide I want to share, is that you want to think like QVC. So through repetition of talking about the product and the benefits. I will say this, as I have been watching a lot of people do Facebook Lives, they move way too quickly through the item that's available for purchase. So in this example where I have, we've got the remote that we're selling and we've got the number one, you'd show this and you'd say, hey, we have a remote control. It's got a variety of buttons, and the ease of it is that you don't have to get off of your couch. It's the brand. It doesn't, and the battery lasts longer. And if you're interested in buying one, please comment below. And you just talk about it a little bit longer before going, I've got a number one and I have a remote. And so we're done. Number two and done, right? You don't want to do that. Slow it down so that your people can think about it. They have time to think about if they want to make the purchase or not yet, right? Too often, people move through things in QVC. If you watch that show, they are just on that product, talking about it for a while, and trying to sell more of that one product. Use descriptive adjectives to bring the products to life. You want to incorporate enthusiastic hosts, bring the energy. This is your time to shine. If you're not great on camera, find a team member who could be on camera for you or with you. Sometimes it's so much easier when you have a partner on camera to bounce ideas back and forth with, or to have a conversation with. You want to tell a story to bring people into your personal life, or tell the story of their own personal life to draw them in. You want to let the viewers know how the products are selling. That could create a trend, right? Motivate people to buy. And then by, if you've got, like in our case, pets, you'd be using live models, or if you have another like women's boutique, you would want to be showcasing the products on people. You can stage the products with special lighting, and then do time limiters and special pricing and quantities. So that is really all here. We've got these are some basic things you need to do in the process. Pick your date, decide who's going to help you. What's your purpose for going live? What's the result that you want? Is there a theme? How can you make it exciting? How are you going to promote this event? How will you process orders and payments? When are you going to organize the products? What tech do you need to go live? Maybe you need to buy still some equipment. Hopefully not, though. I mean, really the only thing you would need is a tripod if you don't have something, and then just have fun. So if there are specific questions now, I will stop sharing my screen. I can't go back and forth with Bob and Susan, but I can hear if they probably can answer a lot of the questions that you have, but I can certainly take some questions and they can throw it back to me, okay? And of course, like I said, I will have the slides available for you. I'm also in the WhizBang group. If you have questions, I'm happy to chat there if they want to do that. But we're just here to support you because we believe in you so much. All right.